How to find 10 baggers in gold and silver stocks. So I've shared this chart in a previous video, and for those of you who are subscribers to Finance Uncut Insiders, you will recognize this chart in the report. And this is the life cycle of a junior explorer from Brent Cook. So why don't we just listen to Brent himself explain this chart?
All right, share price, life of a discovery. This is really something to keep in the back of your mind when you're looking at a potential discovery. In the early stage of a mining company or exploration company, they're doing the basic work. They're accumulating the ground. They're doing the soil sampling, stream sampling, geophysics, that sort of thing. And you watch that, and when you start to see things come together, for instance, the soil geochemistry is pointing to some sort of large system. The geology is matching that large system. The geophysics is showing some sort of anomaly at depth. Keep that in mind, and that's a good place to start accumulating. Here's this section through here, we start to get the drilling. And again, you get successful drill results. That really rocks the stock, if you will. And we've all seen that. This is real simple, but a good deposit or a good discovery generally keeps getting better with each bit of news release, each bit of news information you accumulate, whereas a bad one starts to fail. And really 90+% of the potential discoveries end up running up this scale. And as reality sets in here, either the mineralization is not hanging together, the metal recovery is not working well, it's refractory, politics step in, they drop down below that, down into here. And more often than not, they continue down, and it doesn't really amount to anything. Likewise, even a real discovery, the period, it takes a year or two or three to do the technical work, the detailed technical metallurgy, engineering, and that tends to be a phase where people lose interest and the speculators leave and the funds and larger companies and such start accumulating in this phase down here. I call it the orphan period. And more often than not, if the mine is working, you get your full value back up here. So there's two ways to make money on this, actually three. The third, which is the one Joe and I prefer, is the deposit is so good that another company, major or mid-tier company, comes in and buys it. Generally, we don't like to see an exploration company transition into a mining company because it's a whole different mindset. So basically what I'm getting at here is know what a company's looking for, know the model, always check to see that the thesis is holding up, and when it's not, when things start to go wrong, sell. My experience the hard way has been that when things go bad, sell, don't even worry about the price because they rarely get better. Holding on, hoping for something better, it really doesn't work that often.
So there's Brent explaining that chart, and here's another chart, very similar, explains the same thing. So there are sweet spots in the life cycle of a mineral discovery. So in a junior explorer, from creating the company, drilling, finding a discovery, then going through that period of approvals, financing, and the engineering of building the mine, and then into production. Now, this isn't just a thing that works in the US or Canada, also here in Australia. And in fact, a geologist and former boss of several mining companies Rob Murdoch explains in at one of the conferences that I attended earlier this year. So let's have a listen to Rob Murdoch.
A typical gold project, or any project in the, for that matter, will start off as a wink in someone's eye, a prospect in the ground, a bit of a kick of an interesting looking rock or soil sample, and the company might be formed at that stage. Early drilling opportunity sees the share price start to rise, but the real exploration sweet spot is during drilling. This is the time to, if you can get onto a stock in the early stage of drilling success and then follow it up through the feasibility stage, it is the area where shareholders or investors make the most money until the company hits production. The share prices tend to fall during the permitting and financing, and this is because it takes so damn long. Most jurisdictions, not only in Australia but around the world, take forever to approve projects. Admittedly, gold's better than coal, where you might be waiting well over 10 years, but at least with gold, in most states, you will get a project approved pretty quickly. And then as it goes through construction and the revenues hit the target, then that's again another sweet spot. So that's how, the sort of curve works during the commodity cycle. So take advantage of drilling results, and when it starts to get to the stage where the company says, I'm going into construction, I've got to do permitting, I've got to do financing, I've got to do all this and that, then just take a profit for a while.
So I hope you guys are finding this video quite educational and valuable. And where we like to invest as well is in that speculation space, that drilling space. There's ways that we reduce risk in that space when we're identifying particular explorers that we like in that space, where we just put the odds on our side in getting making less mistakes in that space, because it is high risk, as you can see, high risk, high potential there. And then we do like to take profits. We don't sell the whole stock, but we do take a lot of profits off the table. We did this with Hammer Metals not too long ago. Not that Hammer is in that orphan period yet. They're still in that speculation period. But we did the same thing with Navarre Minerals as well. Then we jump back into that orphan period. Usually, like Mr. Cook said, Brent, we do like it when there's M&A happening, which we haven't got a lot yet. We are expecting majors because and mid caps. Their resources are depleting, so they need to restock their resources. And there's a lot of really good explorers out there that are sitting on really good deposits, and I think will find themselves as takeover targets in the not too distant future. Very rarely do we invest in that concept to pre-discovery phase. However, for our insiders, subscribers, you guys will know from the first report that I sent out, or Jade sent out for me, there was a couple of stocks that I talked about in the body of that report, or in the email of that report, that isn't in the report because it's in that pre-discovery phase. It's not something that we usually invest in, and when we do, it's very tiny amounts of capital. We really like to reduce risk and find stocks in that speculative space, and then we start to accumulate as they're going through the late stages of approvals and development, and then experience full value as a producer. And for those of you who aren't insiders and do want to have a look at our portfolio and look at every stock that we own, every asset that we own, the reasons why we own it, reasons why we sell things, and et cetera, then send me an email to the email address on the screen below. It is $365 US for an annual subscription. So if you are after more information, you like and wanting to invest in junior explorers, but just want to have a look at what we do from an inside perspective. Once again, not financial advice, and we're not recommending anyone buy or sell any security or asset that we own, but it just gives you guys an inside view as to the type of stocks that we own, well, the exact stocks we own, but help you guys do some more research and analysis and investigation, and help you guys improve as investors in this space. However, if you don't sign up to Insiders, that's okay. I still do a lot of videos educating and helping you guys become better investors in this space. It's a space that I love. I'm passionate about. Been doing it for a long time. And I've talked about this. I did a video, Crisis Investing, Gold and Silver. Doug Casey's book, Crisis Investing. One of the best books I've ever read, along with Jim Rogers' Hot Commodities, about investing in this space. So if you haven't watched this video and you want to learn more about investing in this space, I'll put a link in the description below to this video. I really highly recommend it. Or watch this video, 25x returns on gold and silver stocks. In this video, I share our story of buying Chalice, 17 cents, selling it at $4.33. Made a big return. So once again, buying that explorer in that exploration space, they're drilling. Next minute they find, a big deposit, and we got a massive multi-bagger on that one. So check that one out. Or an oldie, one of my earlier videos I did on this channel, investing in gold and silver miners and explorers, where I just talked about, this is more for brand newies who really don't have a lot of experience in investing in this space, is how to read drilling reports, what the different type of drilling reports are. I've shared a link in here to another video from Shay Russell, who also did a really good intro into investing in this space. But once again, I recommend everyone, if you are investing in the gold, silver miners or exploration space, then you need to attend conferences. I'm always promoting and sharing links and encouraging you guys to sign up to even the digital or online conferences that I attend. I've got a couple of conferences coming up later this month and next month. I attend every conference. I listen to miners speak, geologists speak, engineers speak. I chat to them. In fact, I've got some information for our next Insiders report from a geologist about a particular stock. So for Insiders, you'll hear that information from a leading geologist in Australia about a particular stock. So stay tuned for that one. So definitely, I'm trying to provide education for you guys. If you guys are interested in this space, then check out these videos. If you are interested in Insiders and getting a look at our own portfolio and the exact stocks that we're invested in the exploration and the whole commodity space really, but in the exploration and producer space, then as I said, send me an email to the email address below. And as I said, it is $365 for an annual subscription, and it is a weekly report. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please do us a favor and hit that like button. Love to see your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again on another episode of Finance Uncut. And just a reminder, the information provided in this video is for education and entertainment purposes only. Nothing on this channel constitutes as financial advice. The information in this presentation is no substitute for financial advice, and all investors should seek advice from a licensed financial advisor having regard to your own objectives, financial situation, and needs.